Why do wildfires burn differently based on fuel? Imagine a wildfire racing across a landscape, but instead of a uniform blaze, it behaves very differently depending on what it's burning. That's because the type of fuel involved plays a big role in how the fire moves and how fierce it becomes. When firefighters prepare for wildfires, understanding these differences helps them predict what the fire might do and how best to fight it. Fuels come in all sizes. Think about grasses, leaves, and tiny twigs. These are called fine fuels. They have a lot of surface area compared to their volume, so they dry out quickly and catch fire easily. Because they ignite fast and burn fast, they can make a fire spread rapidly across the ground. On the other hand, larger fuels like logs and big branches take more heat to catch fire. They burn slower but stay hot longer, which can keep a fire going 4 hours or even days. This difference affects how intense the fire is and how long it lasts. How fuels are arranged also matters. If fuels are packed tightly together, fire can spread smoothly from one piece to another. But if fuels are scattered or patchy, the fire might slow down or even stop. Vertical arrangement is important too. Some plants have ladder fuels, small trees or bushes that connect the ground to the canopy. These can allow fire to climb into the treetops, turning a ground fire into a crown fire that spreads faster and is more dangerous. The amount of fuel available influences how strong the fire becomes. Dense areas with lots of vegetation produce more heat and longer-lasting flames. Sparse areas with fewer fuels tend to have less intense fires that are easier to control. The type of plant also makes a difference. Evergreen trees with needle-like leaves often contain flammable resins and have low moisture levels, making them ignite easily and burn intensely. Deciduous trees with broad leaves usually hold more moisture and burn less fiercely. Moisture in the fuels is another key factor. Dry fuels ignite quickly and burn rapidly, while moist fuels resist ignition and slow down the fire. Weather conditions, seasons, and recent rainfall all affect fuel moisture. Lastly, the depth of the fuel, or how thick the layer of fuels is, impacts fire behavior. Deeper layers provide more material to burn, increasing the fire's heat and duration. For firefighters, knowing these fuel characteristics helps them decide where to build fire breaks, how to use water or retardants, and when to expect changes in fire behavior. Fires in areas with lots of fine fuels can spread fast and need quick action. Fires with heavy coarse fuels burn longer and may requiring sustained effort to control. So, the reason wildfires burn differently based on fuel is because size, arrangement, volume, type, moisture, and depth all influence how easily fuels ignite, how quickly fire spreads, and how fiercely it burns. Recognizing these factors helps in planning and safety, making wildfire response more effective.